I was sent under my sister's name. Even now, as I look back on that journey, I can still feel the weight of those words my father spoke in our dimly lit parlor. Our family's honor depends on you, Clara. His voice was stern, final, as though he were pronouncing a sentence rather than making a request. My mother said nothing. She simply folded my dresses with trembling hands and tucked them into the worn leather trunk that had once belonged to my grandmother. The man in Montana had paid for a bride named Lydia Whitford. He had exchanged letters with my sister for months, pouring his hopes onto paper, describing the wide skies and endless plains of his ranch. He had fallen in love with her elegant handwriting, her carefully chosen words, her promises of devotion. But the woman who would step off that train in the dust and heat of a Montana afternoon would not be Lydia. It would be me. My sister had refused to go. She had found a banker's son in Boston, someone who could offer her society dinners and silk gowns and a life far removed from the frontier. And so I was chosen to take her place. Not because I was wanted, not because I was loved, but because I was expendable. As the train carried me farther and farther west, something strange began to happen. With every mile that passed, with every town we left behind, I felt the name Clara return to life inside me. For so long I had lived in Lydia's shadow, the plain sister, the one who was never quite enough. But out here, beyond the reach of parlors and expectations, I began to wonder if perhaps I could become someone new, someone real. And when I finally met him on that dusty platform, when I looked into the eyes of Cole Remington and saw the flicker of disappointment cross his weathered face, I knew with absolute certainty that nothing would ever be the same again. Not for him. Not for me. This was the beginning of something I could not yet name, but I could feel it stirring in my heart like the first breath of spring after a long, cold winter.
Every story deserves to be heard. Subscribe, like, and leave a comment. Your voice keeps the past alive.